Hey, what's going on? Happy Friday. What we got in here? Ron, what's going on? Big Job Ford. Hey, Spray Bomb, what's happening, brother? Kevin L. Becky's here. What's going on?
Hey everyone.
Everybody's checking in. Let's get the party started. I hope everybody had a good week. Ours wasn't too bad. It seemed like today really drugged, man. I was at work, and this was the first Friday I've worked in what was it?
You went to work last Friday.
Oh, well, the first, yeah, I guess. Yeah, second Friday that I worked. But today, really, it bothered me today. I don't know why, but it's like for 5 months, I was off every Friday. Got a bunch of other people jumping in. Give blood. What's happening? Torp's here. Tony Greensteiner. Martin Wright. What's happening?
Hi, Chad.
Don's Hot Rod Garage. What's happening?
Hey, Floyd.
Hey,
Tony G.
Rick's here. What's going on?
Jesus is here.
Floyd. Hello. Hey, Zeus. Everybody's filing in.
Robbie.
Robbie Altry made it. What's going on?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, buddy.
It's a new year.
Hey, there's one.
Hey, Gerald. I
Gerald,
told you
what's going on?
I wouldn't be too thrilled that the Oilers beat the Flyers.
Did
it's not that much of an accomplishment. Hey, John Paul.
According to my son, it really isn't. Our tell us what's going on, man.
Paul
White made it. What's happening? Yeah, that's fair enough. True, you weren't slacking.
They weren't wearing slacks. Hey, PPSS.
Let's see. Make sure we.
One is one of those people that go back to when the Eagles threw snowballs at Santa Claus.
With batteries in the middle of the snowballs. That they used to.
Hey, Rip. Something that Martin Wright.
Yeah, that's always a good idea. Hit the like button, everybody. That helps me out. I think it does anyway.
Martin, I read a comment you made the other day. Are you an engineer?
Oh, the engineering question or reply from you.
Hey, Mark.
Yo, Mark, Hedgeville, West Virginia. What's happening? Hedgesville, West Virginia. You always got to correct me.
Get it right.
Well, I do my best. Sometimes I get mixed up. That's what you're here for. I was wondering if you got my text message. Isn't that weird? Like a week ago, we were talking. I was showing you that.
Thanks, Becky. What? Becky's got my back.
Remember when I showed you that 58 Vet, the hot rod gold one that was all beat up and everything, and you're like, no. Well, I showed it to one, and then he was teasing me about being one of those Corvette guys. So then I found a picture and I showed it to him, a bunch of guys with their khaki shorts and tube socks. And then this week, Vice Grip puts a picture of himself beside a vet in khakis and the tube socks. It's like he was spying on our conversation or something. It was weird. It was like, weren't we just saying this a week ago?
Oh, see, Martin is an engineer. I work for an engineering company, Martin. I work for John Crane.
Hey, there you go. Mechanical, electrical, process engineer. What kind of engineer, Martin? We got all kinds.
I bet you are on a couple watch lists.
There you go, garage engineer. My guess is mechanical engineer, right?
If he's a mechanical engineer, I wonder if he works for John Crane.
Yeah, what's going on? Chaz made it. Yeah, that one guy that used to work at your work, he was probably the smartest guy I ever. Oh my God, this guy was the smartest guy I ever met in my life. It's like he would factor everything in. I mean, I guess you're supposed to as an engineer, but he was like. Well, he was asking me for the hardness of the water.
Shade tree mechanic. That's the best compliment.
What did he say? What kind?
He said shade tree.
Shade tree mechanic.
Working out under the shade tree.
Yeah, it's all right. It's going to be cold, wet, damp, nasty tomorrow, but I'm just going to have to work real crowded.
I'm gonna make you take me somewhere.
Yeah, but I got to do something on the car tomorrow, and I don't have much time, but on the weekend right now, so I got to get some stuff done. I want to get them wheel wells put in.
Okay, but you can take me somewhere in the morning.
Where do you want to go?
Chaz almost dies blowing up a bouncy castle.
A nuclear engineer.
Nuclear.
Ooh. I am impressed.
Yep, the days are getting longer, Robbie. Isn't that nice?
Oh, that's right. What did I tell you last week? It was 41 days until sunsets at 7:00. It's like January is always the toughest month because it's like, especially like when I'm working doubles the first couple of days of the week. So it's like when I leave for work, it's usually about 4:25 to 4:35 in the morning, and it's pitch black dark. And then I leave and I get in my truck. It's pitch black dark, and sometimes I don't even go outside because I'm in a big warehouse building. So it's like
he is PPSS. I'm making him take me to Joanne Fabrics probably.
That's fine. If you want to go up there and get some fabric, we can run up there. That's not a big. If we're going to go up there, I have to oil this chair. I keep forgetting. If we do go up there, we might as well go to Costco.
We were just at Costco.
Oh, I need stuff. I mean, I've been working late, and there was like no leftovers this week, so so I'm almost out of all my stuff. I gave Jason one of my soups today. He didn't have no lunch.
He works like 100 hours a week. He should be able to buy himself lunch.
No. The other Jason.
Jason.
Yeah.
Jason Morgan's ex-boyfriend, Jason.
Yeah. He stopped over. He machined me a little shaft, and he come over and he goes, "I got to go find something to eat. I don't know what I'm going to find." I'm like, right over there in the refrigerator. Because even though there are those soups, you put the hot water or you put them in the microwave, I keep them in the fridge. That way, I'm too worried about mice getting in my locker. So I just told him to go over to the fridge and get one of those. I have one left, but I have a whole box of them upstairs. But I want to get something for the freezer.
Domestic engineer. Get some tough UV vinyl and make a diamond pattern floor covering.
Yeah, tomorrow I'll take you where you want to go, but I'm gonna fix those braces up top on that.
We're gonna be gone for like an hour.
Yeah, I'm gonna fix those braces up top on that Nova, and I'm gonna try to fit those wheelhouses back into that car. And after I do that, I have to patch that inside quarter. It's either that or buy a new one. They're so expensive. They're $500. That's how much the floor costs, and it's just a little piece. So I'm going to try to make the bottom.
It was cold and nasty where Kevin is.
Yeah.
But I think we're going to miss the snow. I think it's just going to be rain.
Yeah. I think I did learn my lesson on that, though. I think we're going to take the rocker out before I take the wheel tubs out, so I know exactly where the rocker goes. I'm over there on the driver's side, and I'm guessing it's this way or this way. It's like,
oh, that's nice for you to say, Robbie. You said you're doing a great job.
Well, I appreciate it, Robbie. It's just I wish I had more. I wish I had more time to work on it. I want to have the sheet metal on it by spring, and that'll be fine if I can just get the wheel, get the sheet metal back on it, and get the rear put back up underneath so I can move it in and out. Because I want to get the 55 painted, and I want to put some interior in it this year. That's the goal. Wherever I'm at with the Nova around early April, actually end of March early would be ideal. I'm going to jump over on the 55 for a little bit, and I want to put the glass in the doors, paint it, put the glass in the doors, get Kim to put some tattoos on it. So
you know what? PPSS said, never mind BW, she ain't cooking and makes you eat noodle water, make her stay home.
Hold on a minute.
I made him a roast. He said,
"Eat noodle water." I actually made chicken soup for dinner for both of us.
But what did I make this week?
You made me a roast. She made me a beautiful roast with carrots and all. And I like roast the second day because I like roast beef sandwiches made with homemade roast beef, not lunch meat roast beef. What else did you make for me?
I made the cabbage stuff.
Oh yeah, that you should. If Jonathan, tell him to get us one of those Kabasis tomorrow. The Kabasi over there, where we get them pickles and everything at that Amish market, whatever you want to call it, the Booth Corner Market. Oh, Kim says it's a pain in the butt to cut, but it's not processed. Like you buy Kabasi at the supermarket, it's processed, and it doesn't even look the same, and it's so much better. And you put cabbage and egg noodles and butter in there, and with onions. Oh, it's so good. Have a sip.
Yeah. So don't be telling me there was no leftovers to take.
Well, there was.
Hey, Randy Ryan.
Hey, Randy.
Hey, Country Boy's here too.
Yo, Mike's here. Jason made it. Outstanding.
Kabasi,
whatever. What's the name of the stuff you made before you put the Kabasi in it? Haluski. That's kind of like a Pittsburgh
It's
thing.
A Pittsburgh thing.
Yeah, everybody eats haluski back home.
Ooh, cabbage and black-eyed peas. That's what Robbie had.
Yeah, I know that paint booth at Chaz got's pretty good. I might have to go down there.
Anyway, so yeah, I gotta check and see what time everything opens.
Yeah, so we're gonna pretend like we know what we're doing tomorrow and try to get that back half of that Nova, start to put it back together.
Joanne's opens at 9, and I think Costco opens at 9:30. Yes, so that we'll be home by 10:30.
That's kind of late.
You wanted to go to Costco.
It's fine. Trying to catch up with everybody. One saying, you got a mouse in your pocket. Yeah. I dragged you guys with me. When I got the camera out there and I'm filming, I just kind of figure you're there. Maybe not at that moment, but if you take a look, you're there, kind of. Yeah, I do. The mouse is in my pocket. Well, usually I carry the camera out there in one of my pockets, right? That counts.
What do you make, PPSS? He cooks for the grandkids every night.
That's pretty good.
I don't cook every night. Maybe every other night.
Like 2 weeks ago, you cooked every night. We had so many leftovers, and that's when it's nice because I can pick and choose what I want to take to work.
Yeah, well, I'm not paid to be a cook.
You're paid to be a cook. You get paid plenty.
Country Boy said you're doing great on the Nova too. That's nice.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it, Jason. It's like I said, it's kind of it's tough. It's like one of those things that's a process. I just don't want to. I got to go slow. I don't want the car to fold in half, because you take those rockers with the sills out, man. You're down to the inner rocker, and there's still quite a bit. There's a lot more to those inner rockers than you think there is. But still, there's not much more. That's the end of the line.
He does the same thing to me.
What's that?
You say we, but then you say, shut up, I'm doing it my way, not the right way.
Well, I got to figure stuff out. I mean, I'm just guessing as I go. And it's like, like I said, I learned this lesson on this side, and that's okay, because it's like this driver's side's not right anyway. Yeah, I can't. I showed you guys in video, but you can't imagine how terrible that quarter was hung. But that's fine. So it's like I'm learning on this side, so I'll be better on the other side. Things will go.
Hey, congratulations, Randy.
Things will go
on the house
smoother
today. 5-car garage. That's nice.
Yeah, that's what happens. Yeah, wasn't that that was on that homemade convertible, right, Randy? That's what you're talking. You're talking about the homemade convertible folding in half.
Yeah, did Don buy any Nomads this week?
He might have. He's always chasing something down.
Robbie wanted to know if he saved any.
Murr saved that car, bud.
He's taking a break from rust consumption.
I hear you.
I think you picked it up.
What's this? 15, 20? Oh, Martin's making his number guesses already.
I haven't even looked at it yet.
Kim's Murr. Yeah, pretty much. I couldn't get her to come out. Her arm's messed up. And it was so hard to get that hood off. It's like, it's a lot. There's not much to the front of those cars. But when you're right up against the workbench and I was laying on my side, and I didn't want to, with it that heavy and all, I didn't want to lift the outer fender and inner fender together. So I separated them. And getting that hood off and then flinging it over without scratching up my car or damaging the hood. I paid for that one for about a day and a half. It wasn't the unbolting, it was the maneuvering. But it'll be all right. It'll work out.
Let's see. Martin wants to paint the car black. There's got to be some black on there.
Yeah, the Nova's going to be white with black stripes. Now, the 55, that's going to be black. That's going to be the hot rod black with satin clear on it. And then after the satin clear gets put on, then we got to lay out where we want to put stuff on the car.
I wonder how you'd measure that, Gerald. You can collect the most rust, Don or BW.
I don't know. I don't know that I could ever catch up with Don especially after that last Nova or Nomad he brought home. Oh my goodness, it was crunchy. I was looking at that.
Out of order.
I was looking at that 67 that Dan got in his shop right now, and I'll tell you that sill on the driver's side, right behind the inner quarter, that almost looked as bad as the Nova, but I ain't there to really see it. That looked a little crunchy to me.
Hey, Josh.
He said it was all right though.
Well, Kevin, I haven't decided on the shoulder yet. I got to go see an ortho, but because I have to pick my little dog up in and out of bed and off the couch, I can't really get surgery right now. He doesn't like Brian picking him up.
He doesn't like me picking him up at all. I'm not putting any neon colors on there. I'm just not. The Yanko stripe maybe but instead of saying Yanko, it'll say BW Garage or like you said, Winters or whatever. That would be cool. And just Deuce. I don't know. Maybe we'll see. It's just a regular old Nova. There's nothing special about it. It was a factory 6-cylinder car that somebody at some point put that 350 in there. There you go.
Hey, Robbie, you're my he's my what am I trying to say? My celebrity buddy. Did you see David Toll died today?
Hutch. Hutch passed away today. That's kind of sad.
Thanks, Randy.
It's
Yanko, no.
Yanko.
4 screws and anchors, and I'll be good as new.
Right.
Hey, Robbie, do you remember his song? David Toll's song.
I remember he did come out with a song.
Don't give up on us, baby. I always liked Starsky better with his big old fisherman sweater.
His big fisherman sweater. Robbie said it was a corny song.
It was a corny song. It was the 70s. Everything was corny in the 70s.
Well, I was just a little kid in the 70s, but
Don's seen so much rust lately, he's starting to look at cheap Corvettes.
There's a few. You can get into a nice C5, C4, C5 for around $10,000-$12,000. I mean, high miles, but you know, the thing with those, for me anyway, I couldn't stomach buying the tires. You got to put new soft compound tires on that stuff every 5,000 miles, and the cost of those tires is absolutely ridiculous. I just couldn't stomach it. What?
Nothing.
I thought you were getting ready to kick me.
No, I was just moving my leg.
Oh, well, I'm a little paranoid around you.
You probably should be.
Right now, I'm going through a wannabe sports car phase. I keep looking at all the Z's on the marketplace. I'm probably not going to do anything with them, but I like looking. And right now, I'm hot on the 350 Z's. A 370 would be cool, but they're too much.
What's the difference between a cactus and a Corvette, Josh? That's funny, Big Job. The Nova sings that to you every time you open the door.
Pricks.
That's funny.
That is funny. That falls. Where's that picture at? I gotta find that picture that I sent. I'll show you guys. It's funny. Where's it at? It's around here somewhere.
One, who's your pick this week?
Isn't it your week to pick?
No, I told him you could pick 2 weeks in a row. Because he said I picked 2 weeks in a row, but I don't remember doing that. So I told him he could pick 2 weeks in a row. It's getting there, Becky.
So I sent this. You can even see the date. I sent this picture to one over a week ago. And then today.
You're full of crap, one.
And today, where's it at? There's vice grip. There's vice grip on Facebook. Oh man, that stuff cracks me up. It's weird. I guess all car guys talk about the same thing. I guess I don't know. I think I showed all you guys. Oh, it's sold. The 58 sold. Damn. And the topic all came up for that car right there, and it looks like it just sold 22 grand. I don't know if it sold for 22,000, but that's how much they were asking for. It was just a shell, and it wasn't even the original frame. They found a 58 frame and put it back on it, but even the body was modified and cut up a little bit. It was a cool car though.
Oh my!
It was nice spray
God.
bomb. I was hot on it, but
Becky, look at her.
I got no room, and I wouldn't have the heart to leave that outside.
Josh found a 99 Camaro V6 manual for $2K. Ooh, that's nice.
Small, really small, Robbie. Hey, out of order. What's up, buddy? That's true. That's true. One.
Every time we hear Becky, it reminds me of I like big butts and I cannot buy. Because what they say in me. Oh my God, Becky.
I don't understand how your brain works sometimes. See, I thought I was
like one of those rat guys' girlfriends.
I thought I was gonna be hot or cold. Now I'm warm. Gonna be one of them in between things.
Hey, have fun, Chaz. He's gonna be on I Spider Garage.
All right, cool, man.
So khaki shorts and socks ain't good.
Do what?
Khaki shorts and socks ain't good.
Not, and with gray hair driving or riding in a Corvette, apparently not.
Commercial time.
Uh-oh.
It's Team U for me.
I'll have this ready so everybody can have a swig when they get back.
It's off now.
Is it?
Big Job had tacos and cod.
Randy Ryan got Ashley Furniture. You know, you see, they know what we're up to, everybody. They're listening. We all have these little Alexa buttons in our house and our cell phones right beside us. They're listening and looking and watching our text messages. They know exactly what we're doing. Randy just bought a new house, so they figure he needs new furnishings. Hey, Randy, look, Ashley Furniture. telling you.
Out of Winter got a Granger ad.
A what?
Granger.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh. Josh is having his hernia fixed on Monday.
Becky didn't even get a commercial.
Neither did Robbie. They'll just get it later.
You'll just get yours later.
He doesn't have a dog.
Becky's gonna get a commercial on her herbs. and who else didn't get one? Robbie. Robbie, you're gonna get one for Gravy Train for your puppy. Oh, somebody's texting over here. Hold on a second.
Kevin and his wife were talking about a new pontoon 2 years ago, and before they bought it, ads started popping up on our Facebook.
Very cool.
I wonder why some people get commercials and some people don't.
I don't know. See, I didn't even know. You learned something new, and now I know Kevin has a pontoon. Pontoons are cool, man. Yep, and that's the way it works. It's like I bought all the sheet metal, and I always use Summit. It's no secret. I mean, they're so good to me. My stuff always gets here. They always check on me. When I had a problem with the tire, they took it right back. It's like they're good people. And but ever since when I buy something from them, for 2 weeks I'll get at the same advertisement for the product I already bought. It's like I already bought it from you. I don't need another one. But that's the way it works. It's weird. It's possible, Randy. It's possible. But like I said, they know you bought a house. They know you're going to want some new furniture. That's just they track us. They pay the media, like we all have the Facebooks and the Instagram and all that stuff. They know. I mean, they sell our information. Hey, this guy does this and he's buying a house. Look at all these pictures. They kind of just steer the advertisements to
My Wright just got one.
Rust prevention and male boot size 9. That's what I am, boot size 9. Make a nomad pontoon. I think there's too many rust holes in that one there, Ron. It'll sink right to the bottom. Yeah, that AI stuff's out of control. They can insert you in any pictures they want and all that stuff. It's crazy.
'74 to '82 non-Camaro and Firebar GM project cars.
I don't know about good condition. Everything's rotted out. Everything I'm coming across. Well, we're in that corridor where the rust, and it's like everything is just so rusty. All the good stuff's been picked over. You can find stuff down south if you're willing to travel, but up around here, you're getting a rusty mess. And if you're not getting a rusty mess, you're getting a nearly finished project or something that's done. And these guys want crazy money. Like they abandon these projects. They're 10 years old. They take these cars apart and put them in a box, and then they have the nerve to ask 15 grand. It's like, keep it. You keep it. You put it back together. You took it apart. No way.
Well, as long as they're going to give me like a good coupon, if they want to like listen to what I'm saying, and they're like, here's a coupon for $100 off, then I don't mind.
You got to get the coupon though.
Well,
I don't really get any discounts. They should probably keep mentioning them. Maybe they should give me a discount. Hey, there
David
he is.
Soloway.
There's
Happy
David.
New
Let's
Year.
get it started. Hurry up, David.
You sent John S. his magnet and stuff out, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yes,
I just wanted to make sure because you didn't really say anything.
Well, I did. Did you get it yet, John? I don't know though. It takes a while to get the stuff up to Canada. What's the matter?
It's time.
All right. Well, I'm gonna get my beer and then we'll do it. I'm sure everybody can wait a second.
No, I can't wait a second.
Oh my goodness, dear. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Well, you just walked right past. Why didn't you look at it while you were there?
Oh, let me see. Okay. All right, guys. Well, we got the stickers and the magnet. Maybe next week we'll get a T-shirt or something. But this week we're going to do stickers and a magnet.
Don't guess yet. Wait a minute.
All right. I'm going to need.
Wait a minute.
What?
I'm going to change the number.
Hold on a minute. Don't guess yet. You're holding up the whole thing. People are already guessing.
Well, don't guess yet.
What is that? I couldn't see it. Okay. All right. A number between 1 and 50. 1 and 50 for the stickers and the magnet. Go.
There it is.
Torp.
2 weeks in a row.
Torp, you won last week.
But he didn't take them.
He didn't take them. I think I sent him the
Well, see,
right?
I had to change the number because they started guessing first, and somebody guessed the number.
Torp, do you want the stuff or do you want to give them to somebody? Oh, that's hilarious.
Torp is the new shaky.
He is.
Okay, Torp.
You better buy some lottery tickets.
Oh, the big lottery already went off. Give it away.
Somebody.
Wait a minute. Let me pick another number.
Hold on. Kim said just do another number.
If it always goes to -50. I don't know why it does that.
Well, that's awful weird. All right. Try again, everybody. Stickers and a magnet. Go. Oh, there they come. They're coming in.
We are.
My goodness. Oh, that was real close. He was really close.
I don't know. This number's already come out.
There it is. Is that right? Out of order, Kim? Was it him? Is that the number?
Yep, it is.
Out of order garage, number 30.
I'm a little behind. 30.
30, number 30. You got it pulled up on out of order garage. Torp, you almost won again with that 31. He has 31. I'm like, oh my God. Torp's going to win again. Number 30.
He's got to give us lottery tickets next time.
Out of order garage. And Torp, I advise you to buy some lottery tickets. You're extremely lucky lately. We got out of orders garage. Have we ever sent you anything out of order?
I think so.
I can't remember. Well, if we have, we got your stuff upstairs. If not, you have to send me your address, one or the other. Excuse me.
He's right down the street from Chaz. We could always just send him to Chaz and he could give them to him.
There you go.
I'm pretty sure we have it out of order. I think he's won one time before. Yeah, buy a ticket, Torp. Oh, he's going to send his address.
All right, cool. You can send that to jedclamp32@gmail.com or jedclamp32@yahoo.com. They both link directly to my phone, and I'll get the email. Yay!
Get us a ticket, Torp. You're going to have to buy like, $50 worth of tickets. But we can all win.
Yeah. Definitely lucky.
What will your next episode include?
I'm thinking wheel tubs and maybe start looking at making a template to put that inner rock, or excuse me, the inner quarter back in it's completely separated in there. So I'm gonna try to make a piece. It's really intricate, so I might have to make it in two pieces and then weld it together. We'll see. Maybe that's why it costs so much, because it's probably a pain in the butt to stamp.
How did he come up with that name, Randy? Randy, he's a hillbilly. And he was 32 at the time.
Yeah, I was 32 at the time, and I was making a new email, and I didn't even know.
Hi, Becky.
Bye,
Thanks
Becky.
for coming in.
Appreciate you. I didn't even know how to make emails or do anything like that, and Kim's salesman was over, and he was helping me set it up or whatever. He called me hillbilly, so it was just okay. I'll be Jed Clamp at 32. that's how it happened.
The dogs are senior citizens, but they're my babies, and they're probably upstairs sleeping on the couch. Not kitten shopping yet. I went to the dollar store tonight and got some stuff, but I got to get some more stuff. It's spring, Valentine's Day, winter. Ooh, BBK is in Santa Fe.
For
That's
a few days
nice.
with his grandson.
That sounds like a good time, BBK.
Did we stay there?
No.
Did we go through there?
No.
We stayed in Albuquerque.
No, I don't think so.
We didn't even stay there. We drove through there. We drove across country twice. I'm trying to remember where we stayed at. We stayed somewhere in New Mexico once.
Tucum something.
Oh man, that's great.
That's
great news, Jason. Way to go, buddy.
Tucumcari. That's where we stayed.
Tucumcari? Okay.
Kari, Tucumcari. I'm not sure how to say it. No rope. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe.
Two-car Kimmy. That's a good one. Oh, thanks, David. I appreciate it. Let's have another sip together over that one. That's what I'm trying to think, though, David. Is I was just telling them guys before you come in. I was debating buying a new inner quarter for the driver's side. But they want as much for that little tiny piece of sheet metal as they do for an entire floor. It's crazy. I guess the stamping's so intricate. It's that big of a pain. I don't know.
Big John wants me to leave the room so we can talk about your experience.
What kind of experience?
I don't know.
What do you do?
I've known him since he's been 19, so
She pretty much knows everything. She knows where the mole is on my bum.
Is Elle back home now? Big John, she back home on his trip. Oh no, we drove across country together.
That's true, Randy. That's true. But I tell you, it's all the parts for those are really cheap. It's not. I mean, I don't want to say cheap. They're reasonably priced. You can get the quarters and everything's right around $500, whatever. But then the inner quarter, it's this little tiny piece. It's $500. I have a hard time with that. It's just going to get covered up with the interior dressing anyway. So I'll probably try to patch it. I probably will, Robbie. You know what the holdup is? I got to really look under there. Like Don was saying, he felt like I could just block up the subframe, unbolt it, and block it up. But I would have to also block up the transmission because the transmission cross member's bolted in there, and I got to look. It might be bolted to the inner inner rocker structure. I don't know. I got to really look at it and see. The back third of the floor is just gone.
Oh, baby Jason, you're doing a great job too.
Well, I appreciate it. Thanks, Corny.
Okay, now he's don't give him a big head.
I'm not getting him. Stop it. I sit there and I second, third, and fourth guess myself. I do the best I can. I'm still trying to find out. I haven't heard from my one was asking me too. I haven't heard from the glass man in like 6 months or 4 months or whatever. I asked him to come over and fix my windshield and take the glass back out so we can put it back in with the 150 gaskets. And I haven't heard. He said, "Sure, no problem." And I haven't heard from him. I'm hoping he's around. You know what I mean? I'm going to try one more time, and that's it.
The Big Johnson, the warden let him out to watch the show. Well, you tell her we said hi.
Well, yes, and thank you.
Do you know what time? Do you miss your truck?
No. It's like I said, I didn't have a chance to work on it, and I did some nice stuff to that. I was like, but we got all our money back on it, and maybe a couple dollars more or less, somewhere around there. But
you said we got our money back on there.
Not all our money.
What is this more or less crap now?
Well, it's like I can't remember exactly how much I paid for insurance for 6 months, Kim. I don't know. Stuff like that. Yeah, the Nova's going to keep me busy. But I was telling Randy, I don't know if you were in here. It's like wherever I'm at on that at the end of March, I'm going to stop for a minute and jump on the 55 so I can get it a little more doner. I guess done. Not. I mean, they're never done, but I'd like to get some paint on it and interior work done on it. I want to change the. I would like to get the glass refurbished. The gaskets. I'd like to go to the 150 gaskets, stuff like that. A couple weekends worth of work. What do we got here? Oh, very nice. Peterbilt trucks trade for road water boat pontoon.
Martin. Martin cracks me up.
Dunner.
Dunner is definitely Jed Clampett. That's right.
There you go. That's right.
What game was that when we played at my sister's? And I had to hum the Beverly Hillbillies, and none of those kids could get it.
Generation. It's
Generation Gap?
It's like Generation Gap, but it has like Generation Z, Generation X, Millennials, and baby boomers. So it's like the whole family could play. Kim's parents were everybody. There's questions for everybody, So or everybody's era. So that was the game.
Hi, Spray Bomb.
Take it easy, Larry. Take care, buddy. Yeah, I think that's what the game was.
Yeah. Well, none of those kids knew. Kylie and Morgan guessed some song. I don't know what song they guessed, but it wasn't Beverly Hillbillies.
Do I have a favorite, Bill? I'm only on my second one. I'm 54, and this is the second car I ever built. But I helped. Listen, I don't want you to think I never did anything. When we were kids, we used to skip school and work on cars all the time. I was in boat tech and everything else, and but I never had really anything. My friends all had something. I was kind of like a dirt farmer. I was pretty poor. But I helped my buddy work on his. He had a '79 Grand Prix with a 301 in it. We put a 400 in that in one weekend. I told you guys the story. I cut my thumb in half, and we put a 400 in only to find out it was something was cracked. Or maybe it was the header or something was cracked. So we had to take it back out and put the 301 back in, all in one weekend. I used to do stuff like that, but.
Tell you a story about a man named Jim.
The 55 was the first car I ever worked on. Yeah, that's it, David. I'm just starting out, man.
I'm Granny one. What are you talking about?
Your granny.
My sister. My sister's gonna be a grandmother, and she's 5 years younger than me.
And I worked on lots of stuff, David, but like I said, from ground up, like tearing stuff apart and rebuilding it. It's like pretty proud of what we did, though. You know, we that 55 that we built that whole coach minus the roof and the dash. You know, do everything, and that, it looks like we're going to be doing almost the same thing on the Nova. What are you doing over there?
Snoring.
Why are you doing that? Sometimes Kim forgets that this is a car related topic channel, and
It is a car.
we do talk about
I don't want to talk about cars all the time.
We ain't talking about cars all the time. I think we talk. What would you guys say we had car topic conversation for what? About 10 minutes out of an hour. We talk about all kinds of stuff. Don't see, she's doing it again. Oh yeah, I got all kinds of pictures, Randy. Let me see.
Didn't you just have it up on the thing the first day you brought it home on the last week's live picture?
That's what I started with, Randy. That's what we started with. I got
Look at the garage. The garage was nice and clean back then.
Yeah.
And had all kinds of room in there.
There's when I cut the frame off of it to put the straight axle on there. I cut the frame off. All right. Let me see what else I got for you. I got some other stuff in here. Here's when the frame was sitting out in the yard.
Torp used to swap transmissions in his Torp 4 hours by himself. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's like you could have ran a timer.
Here's when I cut the inside quarters out of it, Randy. I did one side. I left the old outside quarters on until I got the new inside quarters in.
Water. Voila. Wawas are spreading across the country.
There's when the other inside quarter was off on it.
That was what, 2016, 15?
Somewhere around there. When I put the new floor in, I didn't do it like everybody does it different. You guys see how Dan lifts his things up and all this and that. I bolted the floor onto the frame, and then I just jacked the frame up into the car. And you can see how I have the shell. You can see how I have the shell hanging from the roof there. And I just jacked the frame up underneath the car. I shook it around a little bit, and it fell right into place. I put some sheet metal screws in.
Another commercial.
Started welding. But I got a ton more pictures, Randy. I didn't start filming till after I had most of the sheet metal done. I even changed the package tray in that car. And people are like, what did you do that for? Because there was a weld right down where the car was quartered. It had a piece of two different pieces of a package tray together, and I didn't like that. So I cut it out and put a new one in. Let me tell you, that is a bird's nest where the package tray, the inside quarter and outside quarter all meet, and it's three pieces of sheet metal sandwiched together. And I don't know how they got some of the spot welds up in there that they got in there, but we got them all out and put them in there. We even put a brand new firewall in there. I was seeing Left for Dead's putting a new firewall in his 55, but he's putting a recessed one in there. Dennis is making his own recessed firewall. But I saw Left for Dead. He bought a prefabricated one. That's what I would have done too, and so you could just slap it in there. Everybody's got their own ideas. I had a chance to buy a recessed firewall and one that was shaved with nothing on it, and I just bought a stock one. And the reason why, I didn't know where anything was going to go. Hindsight 2020, I probably would have liked to have the shaved one so I don't have to worry about the heater hole and all that, but it is what it is. You live and you learn. It comes with never doing a build before. It's like, I don't know if I'm going to need these holes. Let's just go with them.
Bye, Josh.
Take it easy, Josh.
Yeah, my thing messed up again. I wasn't getting any chat again.
What did I use from what you started with? I don't understand the question.
Office Space is on.
I had a statement.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to work this weekend.
Oh, I got new. It's brand new doors. Kim, if you notice, like that, I got wall art out there. Kim, that's all Kim. She painted the birds on the door for me, the Mooney, and she just for practice. And so when we get the 55 done, I don't have the money to bring a sign painter over to the house and all that. But Kim's going to be my sign painter, and we're going to just go with however it is. It's going to be good enough.
Gift Blood wants to know how much the recess firewall is.
Yeah, brand new rockers, huh?
Does anybody know how much the recess firewall is?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know where like Left 4 Dead bought his, and it doesn't have the braces. You can get a recessed firewall with braces and everything already on it from Real Deal Steel. And I don't know how much they are right now. I don't know. I can't even remember what I paid for mine. But it was before all this craziness, and so it was reasonably priced. At least that I thought it was outrageous at the time, but I'm sure compared to what it is now, I got mine pretty reasonable. Oh, what did I use from the original car? The roof and the pillars and the dash.
Yeah, it was around 2015, but don't forget he had to take 2 years off to do that house.
Yeah, I took 2 years.
House.
That house, Granny's. We had to take 2 years. Well, no, I was also doing our Bunting Lane house. I did two houses. I did 2 house renovations while I was doing the 55. That's basically why it took so long. I would have burned through it had it not been. But hey,
house.
Which is that house, Granny's or?
Yeah, because that's all. I had to work on that house.
Yeah, that house. That house could have caused a divorce. That was a big job, man. So anyway, we got to a point where we can start to enjoy the car now. But also, Randy, the front fenders and the hood and the trunk lid are all from the old car. But like the eyebrow work on the fenders is not ideal. But like I said, I wanted to make my own tilt. And I'm not going to spend $1 million on sheet metal and make a tilt, so I used that stuff.
That's right.
And it came out, that tilt is a lot nicer. Like people at car shows are amazed. There's no heavy lifting. I can lift that thing with 2 fingers and put it back down. It rotates on bronze bearings, bushing bearings.
Hi, Don.
On machined shouldered bolts. So it glides. I could do it with 2 fingers, and it slides out like a toolbox. I took my time on that.
Don's tired tonight.
All right, Don. Take it easy, brother.
I'm tired tonight too, Don. It's been a long week for a short week.
Thanks, buddy. Yeah, but my son lives in the house I renovated down in where my son lives now. That was Kim's grandmother's, and Kim's grandmother and grandfather built that house. They bought property. They made their own bricks. They had a mold, and they made their own bricks, and so it's like. So I asked my father-in-law because there was a couple bricks that were damaged. I'm like, well, where's the molds? I was a dumb kid. I sold them for scrap. I could have used them to make a couple bricks. But he said he was a dumb kid. That's what kids do.
Just think of all the stuff we got rid of that would be nice to have back.
Yeah. No, he admitted it. He said, I was just
original Nintendo.
Yeah, stuff like that.
I think I sold Nintendo games for $1 a piece at the yard sale the one time.
Yeah, equipment is expensive, Martin. I got lucky. I got my welders from Eastwood. And, I mean, they're fairly local. They got a store in Pottstown, and a guy I work the fellow I work with, Guy. He's the one that took me and helped me get the car up to the Media Blast and stuff. His sister is a manager up in Pottstown, so she always alerted them when they were having sales and stuff, so we could go up there. And that's where I bought my TIG. I just bought the MiG over the mail.
You're right, Kevin. It is cold, dark winter. Days and nights make us tired. That's so true.
1926, John S. And the reason I know that, Kim's grandfather put the numbers, brass numbers, in the sidewalk to the entrance to the house. What?
Aren't they lead?
Maybe they are. Maybe they are. Maybe they are lead. They might be lead.
Shop cat.
And the 6 came out when we were shoveling snow, so I saved it and I put it back in when we finished the house.
Happy New Year.
1926, it was done. Hey, Shop Cat, Happy New Year, buddy.
Way to hit that number, Shop Cat. Yeah. 1926. If my father didn't let those people live there, it would have probably been in a lot better shape.
It would have been better. It would have been better. But everybody, I mean, they did what they had to do too, honey. See, my father-in-law split the house in two. He turned it into an apartment. There was a downstairs and an upstairs. So when we got there, we had to rip the walls out that separated the house, turn it back into a regular house. The people that lived downstairs had cats, and I don't think they cleaned the litter box. So
Hi, Tony G. Keep warm.
Take it easy. So that took a while to get straightened out. Plus, the ceilings were 9 foot, and it was radiant heat, and we switched to hot air. So we took and we dropped the ceilings a foot and put all the ventilation in the ceilings and built shafts to the basement so that we could get the house heated.
Did you find any treasures in your houses or cars? Well, my grandmother
just rot.
My grandmother lived in the house her whole entire life.
Yeah, she did. Yep, yep. No, there wasn't anything but rot. I found a lot of rot. We fixed it.
You found a Super Bowl in the Nova.
Yeah, we found a Super Bowl in the Nova.
Hi, Gerald. Thanks for coming in.
Gerald. We found some change too. Remember how much change? We found like $3 in change. I found a half a deck of Uno cards in the drop down of the trunk.
Oh, Randy found a pair of brass knuckles. That'd be cool.
Nice. That's straight out of the early. I mean, I remember my buddy had a set in the early 80s. Brass knucks.
Hi, Mark. Thanks for coming in. Like it's getting to be that time, I guess.
Yeah, we're all the way up there. It's
about the dog hasn't bothered me. A camel Zippo lighter. That's pretty cool too.
Very cool.
Whammo logos.
That's an idea. We'll see. That's my weakness is body work and paint, but the other body work I really need to do on the 55. Take it easy, Gorney. Is the door down I made. I'm so mad at myself for that. I'm still mad at myself for that, but you live and you learn. I ain't perfect. All right, guys, we're down to our last 30 seconds or so. I appreciate everybody coming in, man.
Bye, Randy.
Appreciate all you. Look for some videos. I'll try to get some good footage tomorrow or into Sunday, and we'll try to get a bunch done, and we'll share what we do get done with all of you. All right. Have fun this week. Come back next week and tell us what you did. We'll come up with something to talk about. We'll have a good time. What's that, huh?
Kevin said he found a money pit in some of his rebuilds.
He found a money pit. That's a good one.
Bye, everyone. Have
All
a good
right,
week.
guys. Have a good week. See you all next week, I hope. Take care, everybody.
Bye.